Some more seeds.
March 4th, we germinated these, soaked them for 24 hours, and then we went and drained off the excess water, put a paper towel over them, sprayed it down a little bit, got them wet, and they are producing roots. We're going to give these probably another day or two before we put these into soil. That's glass gem corn right there, though.
Much is there with this guy? Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, separate those from each other a little bit and just spray them down.
So wet, so how do we do this?
Here, I'll work on this real quick. Okay, what we're going to do next is with the Triple Crown White hybrid is they have been soaking for a little over 24 hours. I don't think it's going to hurt them. It's probably closer to 36. But anyways, take those. We'll dump them on this nifty little plate thing we have. Lid, protection from cats. Just dump it all in there. Is that all of them?
Yep.
Yeah. We did 10 of the glass gem. Most of them are taken. We're going to give them a couple more days because there's a couple of them that are a little bit behind.
If you see the glass gem, it's gotten kind of white like
Try to separate them so they're equal distances apart, kind of. You don't have to be completely like...
Can you see it good? And as you see that the glass gem has gotten kind of white. Like
This one's not glass gem. This is called Triple Crown.
Oh, Triple Crown. It's kind of gotten kind of whiter and kind of wrinkly. This
Okay.
one right here is kind of dry.
We'll put the paper towel over it.
It's easy. That's getting kind of soaked.
Spray it down.
It's easy.
Okay, so March 4th, germinated. March 5th, paper toweled the glass gem. That's 6 days ago. These are a little bit slow. If you notice from the seeds, they look like they come from the tip of the cob, so they're not as thick and viable. We also started soaking the Triple Crown white corn on the 9th. So yesterday, or today on the 11th here, what we've done is we've taken them out of the soaking 2 days later, put them onto this, and put the paper towel on them. With this one right here, giving them a couple extra days, you could almost put the paper towel on them, but I think I'm going to leave them like that. One of the videos that we had seen on this corn germination process, they just left them in water to see what would happen, and that'll be fine. I know that a couple of them are definitely going to make it, and the glass gem corn isn't as popular as some of these other corn that we're growing, because everything else like that, but this one will seal all the way over the top, so it'll really kind of keep the moisture in there a little bit, and we'll watch it. That's Kiddo's corn. He keeps an eye on it every day. So glass gem. Next we're going with the Triple Crown White Hybrid, and then after that we'll probably show these. It's an early golden bantam, so we want to eat some of this corn, and we don't think the glass gem is going to be as edible as some of these other cool kinds. But anyways, is there anything you want to say, kiddo, about this whole process? Tell them what we're doing here.
Alright, now we're planting corn. Today we're going to probably plant these, and That's one more explanation before I say bye. When the glass gem corn is already grown, it's going to taste sweet. Bye. It will.
Thanks, you guys.
It will taste sweet.
Look at the quarantine. I don't hear anything. I don't hear my seething rage, my nerves being frazzled. We are 100% fungus gnat free in here, so it'll no longer be quarantine. This is now the nursery. Anyhow, this is what happened with the glass gem corn so far. Some of them germinated at different speeds, but you can see we planted them and they're starting to sprout up. These ones are already sprouts. One of the things that I want to mention that we figured out when we were doing this is these have been way too long. So these are pretty much all shot except one. So we'll show you how we're planting it on that one. But with this having the lid that goes on top, it really kind of maybe pressurized. So maybe you want to leave the lid off and just make sure it stays damp on the paper towel and not put it in anything kind of sealed. I noticed when we put it in something sealed, it really seemed to mold and rot quicker. And plus, you know, kiddo right now, he's getting ready to turn 7. He's got first grade, he's in his last quarter, and responsibilities and different activities and things like that caused us to neglect these a little bit. Mom and Dad are trying to help out a little bit. We probably should have pitched in more when we could have, but there is one that is definitely going to make it. So we're going to show you what we did with the glass gem corn. We're going to do with this one. And the early golden bantam, we got 20 more seeds of that are coming up next. But this will probably be the last part of this child of the corn video. But anyways, this is what we're doing. So Mom and kiddo are going to show you. So using a butter knife instead of a spoon or some kind of scoop allows you to kind of create a little wedge in there.
Isn't it?
Here you go. Grab this one up by the top of the leaf. Make sure the root goes in. Make sure the root goes in. You go ahead. All the way. You're helping that one. I want to kind of make sure the root's hanging down a little bit.
And this one's a little overgrown. So this isn't a tutorial, this is just a process that kid's working on. And out of the 10 corn, the 10 glass gem that he originally put in, I'm pretty sure we're going to get at least 8 or 9 of those that worked. And one of these has 2 in it, but these ones right here left neglected a little too long and left in a sealed container. It kind of increased the rot and mold really fast. But we just put them in these little pots and we're done. We give them some chance to get some growth and some sprout. I think his grandpa, my dad, is wanting to try the 3 sisters this year, and he allowed him to have corn, or he wants to have some corn, and kiddo's in charge of that. So this is the only one of the Royal Crown or Triple Crown hybrid or something, so really white sweet corn. But we got at least one of those. We got another 20 of the early golden bantam that are soaking right now till tomorrow. And here's the glass gem. So soak them for 24 hours, take them out, put them on a plate, put a paper towel over them, try not to make sure it's sealed and condensed. Keeps the moisture on top. Yeah, about 4 to 10. They seem to be moving at different speeds too. You can never really get them all at the same time. So these ones will be thrown out, but we have lots more of those kind of seeds. Those will be the next ones after the golden bantam. But try to get the root so that it's aiming downward. Get it in there. Get the seed covered up. And that one is 99% sure. So you want to hold it up for everybody, kiddo?
Sorry.
Okay. Say cheese. Love you, kid. Alright, there's the corn kid. So we're going to keep refining this process until we get better and better at it, and hope you guys enjoyed. And not sure how good this video is going to turn out, but we love you and hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye. I thought this was pretty cool. I'm going to show it here. What we're looking at right here is a white ghost pepper. And as you can see by the center of it, the dimple, it means it struggled to get out of the seed. That's why it's got the leaves kind of attached and grown together. So it struggled to get out of the seed to create that. Out of all these, other than what I'm about to show you, it's the only other one of all the other peppers that did this except for one. And that would be the Oda. So we got these seeds from a friend. We're not sure if they came from one pepper or two peppers that they were saved from. But as you can see, there is somewhat of a seed dimple, but none of them seem to struggle to come out of their seed. And as you can tell, they're... So, being that part of them are doing that, they grow like just one big leaf. This little side leaf here is just barely starting. And it's actually not a true leaf, it's not a false leaf, it's a true leaf that's starting right there. So they grow this little variation on some of them, most of them actually, so I'm not sure if that came from one different kind of seed or not, but I thought that little genetic variation was kind of interesting. Also, some of these might actually get that as they get older. So one way to find that out is to look at another Oda pepper. So what I'm trying to say is, out of 12 different varieties of peppers from pretty much, I think, 12 different sources, some of these even dainty and struggled really hard to get out of their shell. There was one white ghost that's brand new with the dimple that shows that it most likely is just the randomness of it would do it. Except for this Oda pepper genetic difference, which is on the leaves. So the way we would check is, and then also the reason I want to show you now is because on January 1st I planted a Oda seed next to some purple flash. And here it is here. And we really didn't notice anything on it, but it is in desperate need of topping. As you can see, it is hitting the top of its bin. And what is happening with that is basically we need to clip it down, and it's in desperate need of topping anyways. We top all our peppers, and we didn't want to give up on the Oda, but check this leaf out. So if this is a genetic variation, we'll keep the ones that have the genetic difference in it, and we'll be able to recognize that strain in the future. So I thought that was kind of cool. Here's a 2-month-old Oda with the leaves attached. You can see they're completely attached. Here's some Oda sprouts. So this one's going to be topped. Where's those scissors at? Thank you, kind lady. I love you. You want to hold the leaves, the double leaves? So I hate I was hoping to never do that, but we need to buy that a little more extra time. It needs transplanted pretty bad, but here's the leaf. So being that it's so frequent in the Oda here, I think it's a genetic variation, and we'll be able to recognize the Odas that are specifically from our garden whenever we see this, if we focus on seeding the ones that have the change. It's too frequent to be a seed struggle with these ones. Out of all these other kinds of peppers, some of them are really weak, some of them take a long time. There was several that have struggled through the topsoil of what we'd been using. But that one's got a strong dimple on it too. These ones might have slight ones, but that's what I wanted to show. Thanks, you guys. Love ya.